Okay, folks, welcome to another round of Coffee and Question. What is today's topic? We're going to talk about the sale, because I got a bunch of flyers, two of them actually, I shouldn't say a bunch, of Milwaukee tools going on sale out at Home Depot, and that a rep would be there. And I thought, well, it'd be interesting, and we're all going to get together and go make our rounds. Stopped at Walmart, nothing fantastic there, nothing to really bring in, talk about. I mean, just all the same stuff, really. Went to Home Depot next. Now, this is interesting, and I'm going to change a picture here in a minute. I did have a chance to talk to a Milwaukee rep. Milwaukee rep said through the weekend there should be Milwaukee reps, for different time frames stationed at the Home Depot store, answer questions, concerns, and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. It gives you a chance to talk directly with the rep, get his thoughts on things. So I'm going to kind of do a voiceover part here in a second. So we'll jump right into it. We'll go into the store. Let's hear from Charlie. Charlie, what do you think of this sale going on this weekend?
I like going to Home Depot. Milwaukee tools, what do I think? I think Milwaukee makes outstanding tools, but sales are sales are sales. Let's go out there, let's see what the rep has to say, and let's see how good of a deal some of this stuff really is. Let's go.
All right, Charlie, good enough. Let's jump inside and let's start seeing what all is on sale, both from Milwaukee and other things, anything that catches our eye. Here we go. Okay, now when I first walked in the store, they had this huge display. It's like a leader for sale kind of an item. People seem to be buying these right and left. Now, I've got a good pair of nitrile gloves at home, and I've used them over and over and over, so I didn't need them. But for $2.88, and you're going to get 5 pairs of these, it's probably a fairly good deal. I mean, so if you're out there and you don't have gloves for your shop or anything like that, 5 pair, for $2.88, if you could use them, I would tell you go ahead and pick them up. I mean, it's their leader sale thing when you, like at the Home Depot I went into, and they're really pushing this to have a huge bin of these, and I could see where people coming in through the door, I mean, were buying them. I mean, they were buying them at a fairly good pace. So I maybe that's your enticement. Hey, look at this special deal, grab a pair of these, and hey, we hope you go shop more and buy more stuff, which is what we all do. So goodbye, let me keep moving. Okay, so the first item we see is this $89 18-volt rigid. It's not the Milwaukee sale yet. We'll get to that in a minute, but they seem to be selling these rather quickly out there. So I suppose this is a good drill. Now I have the 20-volt, DeWalt, but, this I guess is a good buy. I mean, people seem to have been buying it. I don't know much about it. Somebody can drop a comment below. But what I do have is over here on the right. I went ahead and I picked this up. Now these are Milwaukee Sawzall blades. 10-piece Sawzall with a bonus of 5 extra blades. So, I mean, you're getting 15 blades, I mean, for the $20. I mean, and they are good blades. I've used them before. I just have never bought them in this kind of a pack. So it's a good deal. I mean, if you need something like this or you're running low, so you might consider it while you're out there. Let me go ahead and change the picture and let's look at the other items I thought were pretty good. Okay, let's talk about Dremel for a minute. There's this Dremel Versa. It's cordless, and you put one of these brushes or buffing pads on there, and you'll see in the middle, this is how it comes packaged. And you'll see over on the far right, try me before you buy me. And it's fully charged, and I tried it. I mean, it works okay. I mean, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, truthfully. So on the ad on the upper left, the $49.97, no way. I mean, it's got an okay amount of power, and you have this nylon bristle brush, and it says, oh look, try to clean the grill. Isn't that great? Well, the grill had barely any kind of crud on it, and it really is kind of weak. I mean, in terms of power. I mean, I've got corded tools, I mean, and I've had to use them on, barbecue grates like you see here in the picture, and I could take it off in 2 seconds in a flash. I mean, just boom. But this, for cleaning and for buffing, like it's suggesting here in the picture, no. I mean, I just look, it's not a bargain. Don't buy it. Go over and try it where it says, try me. You're going to see what I mean. And he said, well, sometimes, people use it a lot and it wears down the battery or the charge or whatever. And he goes, but I just put a brand new charge on this one. And he goes, it works really good. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went over there and tried it. Nope, not me, man. Stay away from it. Okay, while I was out there, I got to talk to the Milwaukee tool rep. He said he'd be there through the weekend on varying hours to answer people's questions or concerns over Milwaukee tools. I said, well, with all this going on, I mean, let's just cut to it. I mean, what's the big push? What's the big deal that you have over the weekend? I mean, that people should know about. And he goes, well, the best value going right now is if you buy any of these kits, they give you extra tool or tools for free. It depends on the kits. Now, they had multiple kits set up, throughout the store. And you can see up here on the far left, free battery or power tool, buy a select Milwaukee tool kit. You have to buy the kit. Then you get either a battery or you get another tool for free. And then they show them to you. They're on different displays, different racks, because they had multiple kits out there that you could buy. I mean, some of them are paired drills. Some of them are like you see here, the M18 fuel. Some of them are just, just drill along with impact driver. You buy the combo. You get a selection of these 4 or 5 tools either for free or the battery. Oh, wait, if you go over here and you buy the more expensive ones, the $299 on that far bottom left, or over here, the $349 on the far bottom right, then you get a much better selection of free tools or battery packs, chargers, all this stuff. They had all these little variations out there. So if you're looking for something in particular and you like Milwaukee, I would tell you over the weekend, go out and take a look and see. He said the kits have been marked down. He goes, you get a discount. He goes, we show you on the advertisement, the displays, the kits are on sale, so there's a little bit of reduction in price, but we also throw in, the extra batteries or, the extra tools, it's your choice. And he's there to kind of parade around with you and answer questions and stuff. So I asked him a question regarding wood carving and stuff like that, because I do a lot of wood carving on, signs and different things. I can right here, right next to me, you'll see for $79, it's got that Milwaukee rotary, cordless. And I go, I'm not sold on this. I said, because unless you're working like on a job site and you have intermittent use or just general purpose intermittent use, this isn't what I would select. I go, I would rather have a corded, rotary power tool. And he goes, you know what? He goes, you're right. And he goes, and I would tell you that, for more power, not worrying about battery life or having to carry extra batteries and stuff with you, if you're not using it on a job site and you're doing something like constant carving and you're changing out burrs and bits and stuff like that, and you're out in your shop, he goes, you are much better off both in terms of power and not having to fool around with batteries, by getting the corded one. Now, I said, well, where is the corded one? And they don't have them at the Home Depot that I was at. He goes, you could probably do a web search. I'm sure, he was telling me Milwaukee makes a corded one. And I said, okay, fine, look, I'll look it up at a later time. But the big push out there, and he is, like I said, the Milwaukee rep. I mean, he's trying to get people interested and push, more selling. So, I mean, he was friendly. At least he gave me an honest answer and admitted, in terms of the rotary tool. But these are the package deals, something to consider. Let's move on to some other bargains by different manufacturers that I saw, and we'll conclude the video, and I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, so I noticed this Husky here. You could get both these cabinets and everything else. It's a nice tool chest, I suppose, for entry level, something like that, or for general use around your home. I mean, and it's $298. And okay, so here's some specs on that $298 tool cabinet. They have this exclusive deal. They have a huge, display right in the middle of the store. The Home Depot is at 26-inch, 27-inch, both 5-drawer. One's a top chest, the other is a roller cabinet with tool chest. I don't know enough about this to tell you if it's a good deal or not, so let's move on. But these are the specs if you want to hit pause. And the drawers slide in and out perfectly fine. They had this out there on display and somebody was showing it off kind of. I don't know how many of these are selling, and I can't tell you that this is a great value or not. I'm not sure because I'm not familiar with Husky tool chests other than, I played around with it. It seemed that everything was functionally fine. And I'd tell you, take a look at it if you're out there. But I think the best value still is the one that I did the video on, which was the 27-inch Husky Now it's just a cabinet, and it's an inexpensive cabinet. And like I said in the video when I did the review, you can go back and look on the playlist. I did a complete review on this. This is a damn good value for $69. These things were out there. They had them in the Home Depot I was at in 2 rows, fully assembled. And then they had a bunch of these in the boxes behind, which is what they're rapidly selling. And while I was out there, I just noticed, 2 people went over and they went ahead and bought them. So the sales rep out there said, yeah, we've been moving through these from Father's Day forward. We haven't taken the sale down yet. They're still $69, and we do sell quite a few of them. Let me show you a couple more pictures on this real quick. Okay, so $39.97, and you have this personal space baby kind of a swamp cooler, and it's supposed to put out ultra Arctic air. No, don't do it. They had one out there on display. To me, it's a cheap piece of trash, really. It's going to fail on you in a short time. It's not something I would buy. Maybe somebody disagrees with me. You can drop it in the comment below. But I talked to one of the people out there about this unit, and they said, well, it's not a very big seller right now. They're hoping to attract more attention by making it a special buy at $40. I don't want it for $40. It's, he had one out of the box just for a moment, and I didn't get a chance to video it, but yeah, to me, it's junk. I just wouldn't do it. Save your money, don't do it. But what I found of interest right next to me is they have these benches, $99. If you need some kind of a bench for outside of your house, your patio or something, what I liked about this is, you could actually get one of these. It's $100. It's not bad. Everything's pre-drilled, ready to go. You bring it home, assemble it. And what's nice about this, I told a friend of mine, I don't know if he's going to go back out and get it. I said, you could go over this whole thing now because all the boards are level. They're kiln dried lumber, it says. And you can go back over this, with your random orbital sander, and you can sand it down. You could sand it to, if it was me, I felt it. I could probably start at 100, 120 grit. You go to 150, that's good enough. Maybe if you want to go higher in grits, you can. I would sand it with 2 grits. Just from looking at it, I would do, like I said, 100, 120, I would go to 150. I'd put a nice coat of penetrating oil on here, maybe Danish oil, the clear, or it's your choice. But I would put a coat on there. I would let it dry out real good, and then you could seal it with Helmsman or some kind of a spar varnish because it's going to be outside. But you could, darken this wood up a little bit. You could stain it, dye it, do whatever you want to it. You'd have a pretty damn nice looking, kind of a picnic table. So if you need something like this, I didn't feel it was a bad price. A friend of mine is going to get one. He's going to stick it out on his back patio and use it kind of like a sit-down workbench area. So that's what his intended use was. I don't know if he's going to do a finish to it, but not a bad value. Let's move on. Okay, folks, that concludes anything that I saw. I'm sure they got better and more deals on lots of other things if you're going out there this weekend. But the big push was, this Milwaukee, with the wraparound and lots of Milwaukee kits and lots of additional extras you get for free on top of the discounted kits. So whether it's a good deal or not, or you're looking for something, choice is yours. But I thought I would bring you what I saw out there. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe. I hope you follow me. I will talk to you folks again soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.